here, and we're ready to roll. So, okay. Today, as I said, it's a cool thing. There are no new notes, but the examples that we did yesterday here on page 5 of the notes give us some guidance on the direction we're going to go with things. But to make sure we're feeling good before we go into the review game, before we go into the actual preview for the quiz, I wanted to walk through quite a few of the problems with you over here on page 29 in your packet. Well, I should say page 29 and 30 in your packet. To make sure we understand how we can make these conversions from our packet help us with things over here, or maybe even use the examples to help us with some things over here. Okay, convert each rate. Write each answer as a unit rate. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Unit rate means 1 is on the bottom of your fraction. We won't have a number like 3 or 8 or something like that. 1 has to be the number for this to be able to work. So show work, yes, that will be important. So when I'm looking here, I notice I'm starting with dollars. I'm trying to get to cents. So I go, okay, I look up and down my rates. And I find where dollars and cents are together. Okay, a dollar is 100 cents. For us to cancel something, for us to cancel dollars, we want to start looking at getting rid of the dollar. So we're going to put the $1 here. We're going to put the 100 cents that goes with it up top. Because now the dollars cancel. Because for something to cancel, one has to be on the top and one has to be on the bottom. They can't be next to each other. They won't cancel. So I've taken care of the dollars, and now I got cents. Thumbs up for part 1. So I get to part 2. Let me get this off of here for just a sec. So now the new goal is, hey, I got feet. I need to turn it into inches. So can somebody look over here in our unit conversions and tell me, well, there it is. So 1, if my pen works, 1 foot is 12 inches. Totally done to get the feet to cancel, and now I notice I got cents left on the top, I got inches left in the bottom. That's what I wanted to get to begin with. So now all I've got to do, once I have that down, is we're going to multiply straight across. So 3 times 100 would be 300 cents. And 1 times 1 times 12 is 12 inches, but yeah, I've got to have 1 left on the bottom, so I got 1 step left when I get here. I got to do 300 divided by 12. And the answer that I get goes on top of my fraction. So 30 divided by 12 is 25. And this is just going to stay with inches. If you want to put a 1 there, you can. But I got to get to that last piece and have it be the labels that I want. That's what we're going to have to do. So let's play with another one. Because I will get to a point that I'm going to have from a freeze screen and have you try it out and see how it's going here. So I look at the next one. I'm like, all right, meters to minutes turning into centimeters per second. So first things first. Meters are turning into centimeters. And if it helps you to have a color to know what matches up, again, I got colors in the back. We got colors we can work with. So I need to find the one where meters and centimeters on my list. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So I want the meters to cancel. So I put the meters in the bottom. There they go. And I put my centimeters on top. And I notice already meters are gone. It's turned into centimeters. So far, so good. So then I notice my next job is to turn minutes into seconds. So 1 minute, this gets me to seconds. So, again, my 1 minute is on the bottom here. So I put this one up top because I want them to cancel. And 1 minute is 60 seconds. And those cancel. The only measurements I have left are centimeters and seconds, which is what I want. Once I do that, multiply them up, going just straight across. So 1 times 1 times 60 is 60. Oh, let's see what we get. And again, the answer goes on top. And you're just going to have the label underneath. Or if you want to put a 1 there with it, you can. But otherwise, that's going to be it. Now, it may not always be so nice as to tell us everything. So, I look at number 3 and I go, okay, convert $650 each week into, so here at the end somewhere, dollars per year. Now this one's a little different. You're like, wait a minute, dollars and dollars, that's okay. I actually get to keep something for once. You do. But I do need to turn my weeks into years. So, somebody besides the gentleman in the back, weeks and years, look over here in your times. What's my combo going to be? Not gentleman in the back. It's the Hardy wait out plan. How many weeks are there in a year? No. Folks participating and not choosing to when it's right there. You've got it. There's no risk in being wrong on that. No risk. Because as you see things and write them and speak them, you get better at them. If you're just a consumer all the time, it doesn't make things get better. So, now, multiply them up. Ooh, that's a little better. 33,800. And the even nicer thing on this one is, that's already just in 1 year. I don't have to divide anything. I'm just done. I did one step. I was finished. So sometimes, it doesn't always have to take a long time. Sometimes it can go fairly quickly. Okay. This next one we're going to set up, and then I'm going to get out of the way for a minute. and let you play a little bit and see where we get. So, convert 30 yards per minute into feet per second. Here's what I'll tell you. We're doing minutes to seconds. We're doing yards to feet. So there are going to be, since nothing was the same, you're going to have two pieces in here that you need to look up on your rate sheet and find those to make the change. So look through there. I'm going to be working on it too. Try that out. Get to the answer. I'm going to... No, I got to keep going on this. I was going to say, I'm going to do attendance quick. No, I'm not, because then I'm going to put all that on a permanent video. That's not good. All right. I'll give a couple more seconds here, and then we will unfreeze and see if we all got the same thing, hopefully. All right, let's give it a run here. So here, yards, if I want to cancel yards and get to feet, there's my yards and feet. Yards are gone. Minutes to seconds, there's 60 seconds in a minute. Again, 1 minute on the top, 1 on the bottom so they can cancel. And then we're just multiplying across. 30 times 3 is 90. 1 times 1 times 60 is 60. And you can get decimals. Don't let decimals freak you out. If you get a decimal, we're still just putting it on top and leaving my second or my 1 second on the bottom. So just give yourself a chance on that stuff. So here's what I want you to do. And I'm going to back away and kind of give you some options here. On the back, I want you to try these 4. Okay, I have got the answers up front. I'm just going to switch my binders around. Try those, and then use your extra time to be working on getting your homework checked together, getting the papers out, finishing some if you need to, asking me some questions. And that way, when we get into these reviews the next couple of days, we're just going to be cleaning stuff up, and this will be the best quiz yet.